You know that moment. The conversation is going fine, and then suddenly, nothing. Your mind just empties, and you're standing there nodding, desperately scanning for anything to say next. And the silence stretches just long enough to feel like an indictment, like proof that you're not as interesting as the people who make this look effortless. And so you say something, anything, and it comes out wrong or flat, or you can hear yourself rambling and you can't stop. And later, alone, you replay the whole thing and think, why is this so hard for me? Here's what's actually going on, and it's not what you think. The belief most people carry into conversations is this. Good conversationalists always have something interesting to say. That charisma is about output, about having the right words, the clever response, the story that lands perfectly. So that's what you try to do. You monitor yourself, you audition sentences in your head before you say them. It's like you're so busy managing your own performance that you stop actually being present in the conversation. And the harder you try to be interesting, the more mechanical and empty you sound. That belief that conversation is a performance is exactly what's making you run out of things to say. Because you're not listening, you're waiting. Here's the reframe that changes everything. The people who never seem to run out of things to say are not carrying around a larger database of interesting topics. They're just more tuned into the conversation that's already happening. They notice things, they follow threads, they treat what the other person says as material, not as a pause before it's their turn again. Just conversation is not a performance. It's a ping pong match where you keep your eyes on the ball instead of the crowd. Once you stop trying to be impressive and start being genuinely curious, something shifts. The conversation starts feeding itself. Shift 1, stop answering questions, start expanding them. The mistake, giving clean, complete answers that close the loop. Yeah, I work in marketing, it's fine. Full stop, dead end. The psychology here is called conversational threading. The idea that every answer contains multiple hooks that can be pulled. When you give a flat answer, you hand the other person nothing to work with. When you expand slightly, you give them options. Instead of, yeah, I'm pretty tired this week, try, yeah, it's been one of those weeks. I took on something I probably shouldn't have. Still figuring out if it was worth it. Now there are 3 threads available. Let them pick one. The payoff. Conversations stop feeling like interrogations and start feeling like something you're building together. Shift 2. Use observations instead of manufactured topics. The mistake, racking your brain for something interesting to bring up when there's already material sitting right in front of you. Observation-based conversation is massively underrated. What's happening around you, what someone is wearing, something they just said that was slightly unexpected. All of it is fair game. You don't need to generate content. You just need to notice out loud. Example, if someone mentions they just got back from a trip and quickly moves on, don't let it go. Wait, where did you go? That's not clever, that's just paying attention, and people feel it when you pay attention to them. The payoff, you stop feeling like you have to arrive to a conversation prepared. The conversation itself becomes the material. Shift 3, slow down before you respond. The mistake, filling silence immediately because the pause feels dangerous. Here's the psychology. A brief pause before responding signals that you actually processed what was said, rather than just waiting for your turn. Psychologists call this response latency. And research consistently shows that people who pause slightly before speaking are perceived as more thoughtful, more confident, and more trustworthy. The silence you're afraid of is, to the other person, often just presence. Try it once. Someone finishes a sentence. Let 1 second pass before you respond. Not dramatically, just don't rush. You'll notice the conversation gets calmer, and so do you. And before shift 4, if these ideas are already clicking for you, hit subscribe right now. It takes 1 second, and every week there's more content exactly like this. Okay, back to it. Shift 4, ask follow-up questions, not new questions. The mistake, treating conversation like an interview, rotating through disconnected topics to fill time. The better move is to stay where you already are. When someone mentions something, go 1 level deeper before moving on, not an interrogation. Just genuine interest extended by 1 more question. How long has that been going on? Did it turn out the way you expected? These are not clever lines. They are what actual interest sounds like. And people can feel the difference between being interviewed and being listened to. The payoff, the other person starts talking more, which means you have more to respond to, which means you stop running out of things to say. The problem solves itself. Shift 5, move your attention outward. The real root of running out of things to say is not a lack of material, it's self-monitoring. You're watching yourself from the outside, evaluating how you're coming across, editing in real time, and all of that internal processing leaves almost no bandwidth for the actual conversation. The fix is behavioral. Actively redirect your focus to the other person. Like, what are they feeling right now? What are they actually interested in? Right? What did they just say that seemed to light them up slightly? This is not a trick. It's the foundation of every person you've ever met who made you feel truly heard. They weren't brilliant. They were present. Here's the truth to walk away with. The people who seem effortless in conversation didn't find some secret vault of interesting things to say. They just stopped treating conversation like a test they had to pass. They got curious instead of careful. They slowed down instead of performing. You don't run out of things to say because you're boring. You run out of things to say because you're trying too hard to be interesting. The moment you get genuinely interested in the person in front of you, the words take care of themselves. If this finally made something click, subscribe. New video every week, real psychology, no filler.